Hello, my name is Leigh Hodgkinson. Today I'm going to read you my first ever picture book, Colin and the Snoozebox. This is Colin here, a little cat who doesn't have a home. Colin doesn't have a bed. Actually, Colin doesn't have a home. This is a-okay for most of the time, as he's very busy scampering, licking, balancing and looking cute. However, it is not okay when he is terribly tired and grouchy and in desperate need of a big dozy cat nap. Look at poor Colin, he doesn't look very happy there, does he? And it's raining. At times like this, Colin would do anything for a comfy cushion to snuggle into. Look, lots of comfy cushions there. Anything, even giving up singing maybe. Giving up singing for a comfy cushion, now there's a thing. As Colin sleepily snoops and sniffs about, he spies a boring old cardboard box. Boring maybe, but if you look inside, it's completely perfect for zizzing and snooze, lots of O's, oozing. Oh, look, fast asleep, that does look nice and comfy. Look, Colin dreams that his ears are being tweaked. Tweak! Colin dreams about a big fish. This is his favourite dream, by the way. Big fish, big fizzy, juicy, sugary, sweet fish. When suddenly, stamp, stamp, scribble, scribble. Oh look, the lid's been put on. This cardboard box seems to be slightly less dull than Colin had thought. Colin in the box blinks, baffled in the dark. There he is. What's going on? Jolt. Thunk. Shuffle. This box, of all boxes, is a real mover and shaker. Boing, 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 thunk. What on earth is going on? Somebody's doorstep. I wonder who it is. Lady Snoozebox is delighted that her parcel has arrived. There's Lady Snoozebox, look at her, very fancy pantsy. At last, the biggest teapot in the world will be hers. Wonder where she's going to put it. Here maybe. Lady Snoozebox gets quite a surprise when she opens the box. So does poor Colin. "This is not what I ordered," she shrieks. "I don't want this cat and it must be sent back." Lid down, taped up. This box is zoomed off all the way to Mr. Marshmallow, who is a fairly fussy eater. I know a few of those. He will only eat fish from the South Pole, which is rubbish, as he lives on the other one. So Mr. Marshmallow gets his fish delivered right to his ice block. The timing of the delivery today couldn't be more perfect. His freezer is empty and he's feeling pretty peckish. Oh, is there going to be a nice tasty meal in there for Mr. Marshmallow? Opens the box. Let's see. Has to be said that Mr. Marshmallow is a trifle disappointed. Absolutely no fish in here. Just a silly cat, Mr. Marshmallow mutters miserably. Colin is already aware of this piece of information. Well, apart from the bit about him being silly, which is news to him. Nothing wrong with being a bit silly, I think. Colin wishes that there were oodles of fishes in a box with him. He too is quite peckish and could do with a nibble on something tasty. Uh-oh, it looks like Colin is on the move again. A boat this time. Colin hopes that this time he will end up somewhere not so chilly. There's a lorry. Bang. Beep, beep. Somewhere peaceful. And a plane. Whoosh. Somewhere he won't be bothered and can snooze aplenty. Somewhere fairly far away. Perhaps like this. What's that? It's a far away planet. I don't know what planet it is. Never seen that planet before. Here we go. This is what's on this planet. This is the wrong parcel. This is a mistake. There's been a terrible muddle jumble up. I didn't order a pet. I have one already, says Mr. Gobbledygook angrily. That's Mr. Gobbledygook. Must be a funny little alien. And there's his pet that he has already. Kind of a weird butterfly, goat, cow, pig thing. I'm not sure what it is. It's an alien animal. He's been waiting light years for his remote control space butterfly. Oh, he wanted a space butterfly. I quite like a space butterfly. Colin wonders if he's the first cat in space. Colin wonders if he is at last asleep. Is he asleep and has fallen inside his own dream? Colin wonders where he's going now. Where's he going now? Surely he's been everywhere. But every single time it is exactly the same. To be honest, Colin is beginning to get a bit bored of it. Every time he drifts off to sleep, someone opens the box and wakes him up. Beady eyes peek inside and voices shout, "I don't want this cat. I want a pricklesome plant. I want a dinosaur egg." That'd be quite cool. It's quite rare. "I want giant pink flippers." Poor old Colin. All he wants is a bit of peace and quiet. All he wants is at least 40-ish or so winks in a homemade hidey hole with no trouble whatsoever. Is that really too much to ask? Yet he keeps being interrupted by rude meanies, only to be told that they wish he wasn't there. And nobody likes to hear that. No, I wouldn't like to hear that. Colin decides that he has had enough and comes up with a plan. He will try extra specially hard to stay awake, and the next chance he gets, he will jump out of the box and make a dash for it. Meanwhile, not so far away from Colin, Grandma Flapjack isn't expecting a parcel at all. She's looking through the letterbox there. For some reason, she never gets anything exciting through the post. Yet there seems to be a rather large parcel on her doorstep right now. Perhaps there's been a mistake. As she opens up the box, a super sour puss leaps out and lands straight onto the world's most comfy cushion. Colin looks up and sees a friendly face. That is a pleasant change. "I have always wanted a cat," said Grandma Flapjack. "This is funny," said Colin, as he has always wanted a Grandma Flapjack. He just didn't know her name. She strokes him. Nice stroke. Cats love to be stroked. And grooms him. Cats love to be groomed. And she feeds him. We know cats love to be fed, especially Colin. And she plonks the purry, pampered puss back onto his cushion. There he is on his cushion. With a plumpish belly and 2 ears fully tweaked, Colin is feeling oh so snugglishly cosy in his new home. In situations like this, there is only one thing for it. Colin yawns and decides that perhaps it's about time for for a little cat nap. And Grandma Flapjack's put a note here saying, do not disturb. So there we go. Dear Colin gets a home in the end with Grandma Flapjack. Grandma Flapjack gets a lovely new little friend called Colin. I hope you enjoyed my book. It's Colin and the Snoozebox.